Hey, welcome. I'm with MackenzieLockhart. She is a Muscle Shows native singer and songwriter. So it's very good to have you here today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I had a couple of questions I wanted to ask you before we get started. Let's see, you graduated from Muscle Shows.
I did, 2010.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you play sports there as well?
Not in high school. I was already heavy into the music,
Okay.
into the music world then. But yeah, I played basketball growing up and really loved it. But by the time I got to high school, I picked up the guitar and put everything else down.
Okay, and so what inspired you to pick the guitar up at what, 14 or 15?
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't tell you. I was talking to a lady the other day and said it must have been an act of the Lord. I listened to music a lot growing up, but I'm super reserved, and I don't know what in the world has turned my life into like getting up on stages and singing in front of people. I love it, but it's just like pretty contrary to my personality. But yeah, I just for some reason asked my parents for a guitar for Christmas one year, and they for some reason thought, okay, we'll do that, and got it and just worked really hard. I had a neighbor teach me a few guitar chords, and then and just took off and kept
So you kind of self-taught yourself?
Yeah, I looked at YouTube, and there's like a couple websites. I just didn't want to, I was stubborn and didn't want to learn like scales and stuff. I just wanted to play songs.
Right.
And so I just took off learning chords and what chords go together, and played all the time. And it's honestly just the Lord has done more with it than I could have done by myself, for sure.
So were you always into writing music before this, or did you start writing music at the same time that you started playing?
Yeah, it was, I guess, a couple years into playing. I enjoyed writing, but never thought of myself as like a writer, I guess, until I picked up guitar and then started. I just wrote like a couple of songs when I was early in my teens, and then by the time I got to high school, I'd written quite a few and started doing the recording and all that good stuff.
Where was the first place that you performed?
I'm pretty sure it was a talent show.
At school?
At school, yes. And I'm pretty sure I sang a George Strait song, which is hilarious. Yeah, I think it was like Write This Down by George Strait or something.
Write
Super
This Down.
cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a school
So,
talent
and you're
show.
going to play that for us today.
I don't know if I can remember it.
So what, I guess, where do you see yourself going with the music 5 years from now, 10 years?
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I of course have like ambitions and goals, but they look a lot different than probably most young songwriters. I have gotten really into the house show kind of circuit and really love house shows. Basically, somebody will offer to host a concert in their home and invite all their friends to come. And so I'll get to play music in someone's living room.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I moved to Nashville for about 10 months, and it wasn't for me. I met some really awesome people, but wasn't able to play as much music as I wanted to. And we, my now fiance and I, both lived there at the time, and we went to these shows called Cause a Scene. They were like small, intimate shows, and artists you just kind of get to hang out with them. It felt like really, like, not super structured. It wasn't some huge arena, it was real small venues. And so moving back to the Shoals area, both of us really wanted to create that kind of space. So we started to host artists in my fiance's house, in Peyton's house in Florence, and he and I just had friends in the Nashville area, Birmingham area, and since then have had people contact us wanting to come play at the house. And so we host one show a month at his house, and it's called Co-op Florence. And through making connections like from home, both of us have been able to play out more, and we've met some friends that have been willing to host us. I've played a house show in Hattiesburg, and Hattiesburg, Mississippi now has a co-op, Hattiesburg, and so they host shows there as well, and just made some good friends that way. I went back to Hattiesburg last weekend and played a show and saw some of the people that came to the house show I played, and I was like, I feel like I'm seeing old friends, because you just have an opportunity to get to know people a lot better in that setting, which is what I love. And so for me, my ambition is not to play huge arenas. I am no Taylor Swift by any means. I just love to be able to share songs more like personally with people in small venues and house shows. So if I do that for the next 5 years, it's okay with me.
So do people pay to go to the house shows? Is there a price that they have to pay to come in?
Sometimes for our house shows, it's pay what you can.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously really love for people to want to support original artists and musicians. And for the shows that I play as well, most of it is donation based. And people are pretty generous, which is great. We just want everyone to be able to come to the show and not be turned off by like a ticket price or anything. And most of the people that come through to play at the house, and my view, at least at this point in my career when I don't have like kids or a ton of responsibilities, is I just want to be able to play, and I don't necessarily need to make a certain amount of money at a show. That, you know, being able to gain fans or make friends or whatever is just as valuable at this point in the career, I guess, as anything else is.
Okay. Well, I got a few more questions to ask you, but we're gonna, if you don't mind, let you play a song.
Yeah.
And is this isn't country music? What type of music is this?
No, it probably could be country if we recorded it that way, but yeah, I don't ever really know how to describe it other than just like singer songwriter. It probably rides the line of modern folk music.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear you.
Thanks. This is called Ball and Chain. But you always just so you know, baby, I'm taken care
Beautiful. That is so beautiful. When you write, do you start like with a melody, and then do you write the words or add music?
It just depends on the song. Sometimes I'll have a lyrical idea first, sometimes I'll have like a guitar riff. I'm more of a lyric writer, and then I've got like friends and folks that help me with the melodies typically. But I probably focus a little more on lyrics than anything else.
So how long did it take you to write that song?
I started it as like just a verse and chorus. Had just the first verse and a chorus idea, and then my friend Jordy Cersei, I usually bring him verses and choruses, and he helps me finish them out. And so, it didn't take us long to finish it. I guess I had the first verse and chorus for a few weeks, and then met up with him and finished it in like 30 or 45 minutes.
Okay, wow, that's pretty quick. That's awesome. I think we're going to take a commercial break. I'd like to thank our new sponsors that we have: Hancock Mortgage, Justin, Rising Crust. They have music every night over there. Westwood Boutique. Remember, they have a fashion show coming up. We'll be going over that more. And we have a new sponsor, Texas Roadhouse. Plus all of our other sponsors. We are so thankful for you. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Very good. And we're still live on Facebook. What?
Are you gonna stay with her, or is she just gonna play for the rest of the
Well,
show?
what I wanted to do when we come back, I wanted to ask her just a few more questions, let her play a song, and then I'm gonna get off. Does she have about 13 minutes left? Okay, I'll just ask you